Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another set of Arknights reactions. I say set because I'm actually getting to two today. This will be Chasing Dawn and Unsinkable, both from Battleplan Underdawn, an event I covered forever ago and just never really saw any other interest in other songs from them. Though apparently there is some interest because this comment had like 40 plus likes on it, so I guess people want me to listen to this. I just hadn't seen it hit the top of the list at all until now. So I guess I'll listen to both of these. I usually don't listen to two in a row that are especially this long, but I feel like throwing a bone to you guys today, so here's an extra long video most likely, and I guess without further ado, let's go! Haunting. It's giving Smash Bros. Brawl. Whew. A lot of sibilance on those vocals. Very sharp. Ooh, I like that note change there. You know, weirdly enough, this kind of reminded me of the sound out of like Ace Combat and Project Wingman. There's some interesting timing happening with some of those horns. Ooh. Ooh. The placement of this vocal is like over here. It's like where the image is on screen for you guys. It's like up and over. That's really cool placement. Sounds like a voice inside your head. Great climb on that. I'm really not used to hearing this sound out of Arknights. Like, this is a bit serious. Definitely not mad about it, though. All right, so let's get deeper into my thoughts, shall we? So with an energy like that, I think the thing that worries me now is knowing that this is apparently for the calmer sections of the game in this event, and that Unsinkable is for the more intense ones, and this was already pretty intense. So it makes me wonder what that scaling is going to be like, and how impressive Unsinkable may be as a result if this is for the calm version of this area. And I'm like, okay, where do we go from here? How much more epic can we get? I kind of wonder if it's going to be a lot more intense, like if we're going to get just more aggression in the instrumental, or if that's going to be more of just a take this and make it more like confusing and scary, you know, like kind of crank up that mystery into horror area almost. I guess we'll see, but Alexander Rudd, the composer of these, fantastic work. I definitely knew I didn't recognize the feel of these songs. I did kind of compare it to the sound from Project Wingman, which is Jose Pavli, and he's an amazing composer as well. If you like this sound and you haven't heard stuff from Wingman, definitely go do so, because he has some amazing work on there that hits a lot of similar energy. But overall, great intensity. The scaling of this was so cool. I was talking about how like there was some interesting things going on with the horns, some of these sections that were being layered underneath. It wasn't on top either. It was the stuff in the background, the like big brass stuff, the baritones and the tubas, like the big horn sections were just going to town and layering themselves, kind of going on and off at different times. And I couldn't quite place exactly when things were going to be happening, and that kept me interested. My ear was always like, what's going to be happening next? What sound are they going to be introducing? And then when it introduced that vocalist in there near the like halfway point, and she was like over here in your ear, like not really, sounded like she was kind of talking down at you. Such a cool placement in the mix there too. Just some insane little creative things that I love to hear. I don't know if Alexander has worked on anything else for Arknights or not, but like, man, I hope to hear him again, because this is some insane work. And again, I'm really interested now and excited to hear what Unsinkable may be. If this was supposed to be the calm one, I can't wait to hear what Alex has up in store for the next one. So we probably should get to that. Quick addendum here before we start the next section. I did check the credits early and I didn't see Alexander in it. It was just Stephen Grove. So I'm not any longer expecting them to sound the same, but I'm just letting you know that I know, so we're not all like yelling at each other through the screen. So I guess now we'll get to the song. Oh! That definitely has more weight to it. Ooh. There's some mechanical sound design going on underneath there. Really good atmosphere. Oh! Oh man. That hit like a punch to the chest right there. Vocal layering is much softer on this one. Much less pronounced. Even more of that cinematic drive. I love that sound design stuff he's throwing in. All these little percussive textures underneath everything else. Oh! That almost felt Spider-Man 2. Like Sam Raimi's Spider-Man. Throwing in the clock. What a great accentual texture. I love that. That clock ticking is like built on the sound from earlier. Okay, yeah, that fizzle out there at the end. All right, definitely more intense. I understand now. So like I said at the beginning, I'm aware that this is Stephen Grove, and I've heard his work before. I hadn't heard Alexander's, at least to my knowledge, but Stephen is a sound and an energy I am pretty well familiar with, and he did a great job in this song. Like, he's done this cinematic thing before. He definitely hits that cinematic sound a little bit stronger than what Alex had done in the prior song, but it's still kept in the same field of tone. Like, everything felt more important on this one. He definitely cranked up that like intensity, as I was feeling like he would, on the mysterious energy it had, and even throwing in stuff like that extra sound design, the extra little percussive texture underneath everything. I love that inclusion as well. It kind of just grabs your attention, especially when stuff like that clock tick comes in, and it makes it feel that much more important. At first it was just, oh, some random clicks and just maybe world noise happening in universe, you know, stuff to tie you to the location that the sound is happening at. But then adding that clock tick kind of contextualizes it and brings a new context to the beginning of the song and where that texture was coming from, and it just evolves all the way through. There were even points in here where I wasn't sure if there was vocal sampling. Like, I thought I heard it, but I think it might have just been some really good violin and string work underneath. I do believe that there was some soft layering of vocals in there throughout, and that never really went away, and it's still really impressive that he made it so subtle that it made you kind of think about it a little longer. Like, it makes you wonder, are any people around? Like, am I the only one? Like, it was such a cool sound in the intensity that introduces, that anxiety in your head of thinking you hear people but not being able to, and then having all this other sound around you. It's just oppressing you. It's just pressing down on your soul and you can't get away. That is a sound and an evolution on the other one completely 100%, and I love how he approached that. I love the attention to detail on this one, especially, again, kind of just taking what was earlier in Alex's song and evolving it beyond to be more intense. And I really didn't know where that was going to go or how that would happen, but he really made it work. That scale went up and it went broad and wide, even though there wasn't as much vocal work in this one, that I think does help with that intensity. I think the mysteriousness of not being able to tell at certain points if there was voices adds a completely different layer to that. So just Stephen, again, fantastic work. But I also do suppose that this video has been going for about 16 minutes in the raw recording right now, so I should probably wrap things up and not get too into it, otherwise we'll be here for the next half hour, because that's what I do. I be the yapper boy. So thank you all so very much for watching, and thank you for requesting this, Pokedude, and everybody else who liked it so I could see it. And if you have any other songs, of course, from Arknights, I am aware that there is, I guess, a new area event happening. I'm not entirely sure how that works in Arknights, but I've seen some posts in my Discord about it, so if there are new things to listen to that you guys want me to listen to, please throw them at me and I will do my best to get to them. And of course, if you just like this video and you want to follow me and support me for more in the future, you know how to do all that, and I will see all of you in the next video. Goodbye!